Hello students, welcome to IBPS Guide YouTube channel. Today we will discuss some pair words, uses of pair words for SBI PO examination. Pair words means confusing words which have some same pronunciation but meaning will be different and uses definitely will be different. Let's move to question number 1, and at first we have to read the directions also. Then we start our question. Direction 1 to 10. In each of the question there are a few sentences given. Each sentence has pair of words that are bold, and from the bold words or phrases select the most appropriate choice to form the correct sentence. So that's mean A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 sentence we have, and in 4 sentence there are some pair of word and which are written in bold. Just we have to locate which will be the correct option, which will be the correct appropriate words for this sentence. And we get option also A, B, B, A, like this manner. So at first we have to read the sentence and then we try to understand which will be the correct option of this sentence. Our first word is two Reuters journalists. Two Reuters journalists who were under detention in Myanmar for more than 500 days after their A and their B conviction of breaking the Official Secrets Act on May 7, 2019, walked free from a prison on the outskirts of Yangon, and witnesses said. That's mean here there THERE and THEIR. Two words we get, and we have to choose which will be the correct option here. And in same manner, President Win Myint has is A option and have B option. Pardoned thousands of other prisoners in mass amnesty since last month. So we have to locate which will be the correct option. And third option, the operation sent more than 7,30,000 Rohingya fleeing FLEEING and flitting FLTTING to Bangladesh according to UN estimates. And fourth sentence is it is customary in Myanmar for the authorities to free prisoners across the country around the time of traditional New Year, which began and begun. So began or begun, we have to locate which will be the correct option, and we get options here also. That is A, B, means if you write that A, second B, second again A, second is fourth is B. If we think that A, B will be the correct option, then our answer will be A. So let's discuss which can be the correct option for this. Two Reuters journalists who were under detention in Myanmar for more than 500 days after their, because here is two journalists, so we need the pronoun. So there is adverb, that is adverb of place, so we need pronoun. So definitely THEIR will be the correct option. Their conviction of breaking the Official Secrets Act on May 7, 2019, walked free from prison on the outskirts of Yangon, witness said. So that's mean B will be the correct option. So B means that is either option B or option C. A or D will be eliminated. Second sentence is President Win Myint has have. So President Win Myint, it is he is a singular number, so definitely we want singular verb. So singular verb here is has. So President Win Myint has pardoned thousands of other prisoners in mass amnesty since last month. That's mean BA. Option already we get BA. So definite answer will be B. Answer will be B, but we will check the third sentence also. The operation sent more than 7,30,000 Rohingya fleeing and flit. Fleeing means that is a run away. Flee means that is a run away, and flit means that is a group of sheep. That is the sheeps. So here fleeing will be the correct option. It is not related to sheep. So the operation sent more than 7,30,000 Rohingya fleeing to Bangladesh according to UN estimate. And fourth option is it is customary in Myanmar for the authorities of free prisoners across the country around the time of traditional New Year, which began on April 17. Began is a verb third form V3, and began is a second form, so it is a past tense, so therefore we take began. So that's why our answer will be B and AAA. Option will be B. Guys, it is very simple. Here not any difficulties. We can carry easily, we can score easily some marks from this portion. Question number 2. Before their THEIR and THERE arrests, both had been working an investigation into killing the Rohingya Muslim men and boys by security forces and Buddhist civilians in western Myanmar's Rakhine state during an army crackdown that began in August 2017. So first option THEIR and THERE. Second option, second sentence, the priority in Odisha is to restore electricity and telecommunications, which is require and requires, is required and requires, that is singular verb and plural verb, massive manpower. The third option is the report of two men authored and authorized, featuring testimony from perpetrators witnessed and the families of the victims, and was awarded Pulitzer Prize of International Reporting in May. And fourth option is, fourth sentence is, Myanmar Supreme Court rejected and rejects the journalist's final appeal in April. So we have to locate which will be the correct option and which will be the correct word there. So I hope it is clear to you. Before their arrest, we need pronoun, we don't have need any adverb, so that will be the first sentence. Before their arrest, both had been working an investigation into killing Rohingya Muslims, so that's why first option will be A. So whether it is A, so definitely option A, either A or D. B and C will not our answer. Next sentence, that is, the priority in Odisha is to restore electricity and telecommunications, which will require, not requires, because will, after will we take the first form of the verb, so therefore will require. A will be the correct option, massive manpower. The report, the two men authored and authorized, featuring testimony from prepaid, that is a Pulitzer, International Pulitzer Prize. The Pulitzer Prize is definitely related with authored, it will be not authorized. So two men authored, there will be answer A. And fourth sentence, Myanmar Supreme Court rejected the journalist's final appeal in April. So definitely option will be rejected, past tense. So option will be our A and A. So option will be first. Let's move to question number 3. They had petitioned the country's top court citing, SITING, and citing evidence of the police setup and lack of proof of a crime after Yangon High Court dismissed an earlier appeal in January. Second sentence, the journalists were released in prison for the Lord R.R. Darji, a British surgeon and healthcare expert who have served as a member of advisory, CORY, and SORY group of Myanmar government. Dr. Darji has been a member of advisory commission that was formed to see through the advice from the panel heading by former UN Chief Kofi Annan on solving long-running conflict in Myanmar's western region. And fourth sentence, Rakhine on the Bay of Bengal was home and homes to most Rohingya Muslims in Myanmar. So which can be the correct option? At first we have to locate. In our first sentence, the option which will be the correct option, definitely they had petitions the country's top court citing evidence. You know that citing evidence, country top courts countries citing evidence of a police setup and lack of proof for a coming crime after the Yangon High Court. So first option definitely will be B. And second option, second sentence is, the journalists were released at the prison in the Lord R.R. Darji, a British surgeon and healthcare expert who has served as a member of advisory, definitely ADVISORY, not advisory. CO is the wrong word, so we have to take advisory, ADVISORY, advisory group of Myanmar government. And third sentence is, Mr. Darji has been a member of advisory commission that was formed to see through the advice from the panel headed and heading. Which will be the correct option? Definitely it will be headed, it's not the heading. Headed should be the correct option because correct form of the verb instead of heading, and cite headed, so that's why heading will not the correct option. Our answer will be headed. So third will be A. And fourth, Rakhine on the Bay of Bengal was the home and homes to most Rohingya Muslims. So which will be the correct option? Rakhine on the Bay of Bengal was the home, not home. So A. So that's mean our answer will be double B double A. So answer will be C, that is B B A A. So that is a correct option. On one thing, citing, that is maybe it is a new word to you. Citing means that is a stating an example. So we can write that stating an example. Let's move to question number 4th. Hundreds of thousands fled Bangladesh after a military-led crackdown on the region in 2017. The power of dialogue must be turned towards securing the lasting peace of Rakhine state at the return of hundreds of the thousand refugees whose desperate P-E-R-A-T-E or P-A-R-A-T-E plight continues. The H-1B visa of the non-immigrant visa allow U.S. companies to employ foreign workers in specialty occupations that requires theoretical and technical expertise. And fourth sentence, that the technology companies depend on its hiring and hire tens of thousands of employees each year from countries like India and China. So which will be the correct option? At first we have to locate. First is hundreds of thousands. Guys, one thing you have to remember, hundreds of thousands, that is the correct option. Hundred of thousand, that is not the correct option. So therefore we take hundreds of thousands. That is a parallel verbs, that is a means a verb used in the sentence should be the same tense. So use hundreds matching with thousands. This is called parallel. So therefore first option will be B, that is hundreds. Second, the power dialogue must be turned towards securing a lasting peace of Rakhine state and the return of hundreds of thousands of refugees whose definitely desperate, it is not a desperate P-E-R-A-T-E. So desperate, that is the A option. Plight continues. The H-1B visa non-immigrant, that allows, that is definitely allows because we need singular verb, allows. So therefore our answer will be A here. Allows US companies to employ foreign workers in specialty occupations that require theoretical or technical expertise. And fourth option is the technology companies depend on. Which will be the correct option? Depend on, hired tens of thousands of employees each year from the countries like India and China. So therefore B will be the correct option. So our answer will be B A A B, that is B will be the correct option. B A A B. Let's move to question number 5th. Arguing / argued. First word is arguing, second word is argued, that foreigner hurt American workers by competing for jobs and driving down wages. The Trump administration has tightened to noose around the H-1B visa program. Second sentence, the settle time on Monday reported the last year immigration officials deny nearly 1 out of every 4 requests of new visas for skilled foreign workers. Third sentence, this grant funding opportunity introduced an innovative approach, a 35% private sector match requirement and requirements. And fourth sentence, in an election the last 7 weeks, it is not only task for conducting the polls, that is an humongous and humongous. स्पेलिंग की तरफ ध्यान रखना, GOUGS HUGOUS and one is GOS. Policing conduct, the political parties and candidates can be equally demanding. So which can be the correct option? Which will be the correct option? The first option is definitely arguing. It's not the argued. Arguing, we need arguing because correct form of the verb instead of argued. Arguing that foreigners hurt. So A will be the correct option. Arguing that foreigners hurt American workers by competing for jobs and driving down wages. The Trump administration has tightened the noose around H-1B visa program. Second sentence, the Seattle Time on Monday reported, that is a past tense, that last year immigration official denied. Definitely A B hoga first option. Denied nearly 1 out of every 4 requests of new visas for skilled foreign workers. And the third sentence is, the grant funding opportunity introduced an innovative approach, a 35% private sector match requirement, not requirements, because we need plural verb, so therefore requirement. A will be the correct option, requirement. And fourth option is, in an election that is the last 7 weeks, it is not only tasked for conducting the poll, that is definitely option A, that is humongous, 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 policing the conduct, the political parties and candidates can be equally demanding. So that's why our answer will be A, and A. That's mean fourth, C will be the correct option. 4 times A. Let's move to question number 6. The opposition has been complaining frequently about what it believes in the Election Commission's licensee toward the ruling BJP, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Second sentence is, the focus is now on the manner which is EC is dealing with complaint against Mr. Modi for some of his controversial campaign speeches / speech. Third sentence, it was only after matter reached the Supreme Court that has 3-member EC began to dispose of the complaints. And fourth sentence, it has found nothing wrong in most remarks about which complaints were made for possible violation and violence of the Model Code of Conduct. So which will be the correct option? First option, definitely. I hope guys it is clear to you. The opposition has been complaining frequently about what is believed in the Election Commission's licensee towards the ruling BJP, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So 2 words, it is not the 2 word. So first option A. And second sentence, the focus is now on the manner in which EC is dealing with complaints against Mr. Modi for some of his controversial campaign speeches. It's not a speech. So that's why speeches will be the correct option, A. Third sentence, it was only after matter reaches the Supreme Court that the 3-member EC began to dispose the complaints. So it was only after the matter, what will be the correct option? Reached. Definitely it will be past tense. Reached the Supreme Court that the 3-member began, because this is a continuation of tense is past. So that's why our answer will be B. And number 4th, that is, it has found nothing wrong in most of the remarks about which complaints were made for possible violation. It will be violation. It should not have violence. It's a violation of a Model Code of Conduct. So violation will be the correct option. So that's why our answer will be A, B and A. So option will be A, that is A, B, A. Let's move to question number 7. What is disconcerting and disconcerting? First word is, what is disconcerting and disconcerting? In the EC's finding that none of his remarks touching on the role of the armed forces under his rule violence and the directive against the use of armed forces of the political propaganda. The second sentence is that technically and technicality, that is technically and technicality, the EC used of the absolve Mr. Modi was that he did not directly appeal for the votes and the name of our armed force. Third sentence is the prohibition against the use of armed force in election propaganda. It is underscored their apolitical nature to deny ruling parties an opportunity to project their performance as their own achievement. And fourth sentence, the EC has so far retained its well-founded reputation, although there have been occasional complaints in the past that questions is impartiality. So which will be the correct option? Definitely first sentence, the first option is disconcerting, because disconcerting means unsettling. unsettling or perturbing causing of one feel, that's definitely unsettled. So here it is guys, देखो what is unsettling in the EC finding, the none of the remark touching on the role of armed force under the rule violates and the directive against. So definitely unsettled, it's not a disconcerting, so it is a disconcerting. So therefore first option will be B. And second, the technically and technicality, the EC. So it is not the technically, it should be technicality. The technicality the EC used for absolve Mr. Modi, the technicality. So that's why second option will also be B. The prohibition against the use of armed force election propaganda, it is to underscore, not the underscored because it is not the past tense, against underscore their apolitical nature and to deny ruling parties. So therefore it will be A. And fourth sentence, the EC has so far retained in well-founded reputation although there have been occasional complaints, that is complaints, not the complaints, that is complaints. So in the past questions is impartiality. So therefore our answer will be BBAA. So A will be the correct option. So BBAA means that will be option number B, that will be BBAA. Let's move to question number 8. It is unfortunate that this reputation for independence, oblique independent, independence and independent, and even handedness is starkly under questions in this election. Here two words we get, independence and independent. Second sentence, Nick looked elegant, white Dior men, tuxedo and glittering silver Christian Louboutin held shoes. Okay, glittering and glittering, spelling की तरफ ध्यान रखना, spelling में थोड़ा सा different है. Two former NAC chiefs has been ordered to pay back a part of their past salary as punishment for their failure. Ensure, that is ensure and ensure that the exchange was fully compliant with all the provisions from the forms governing security exchanges. And fourth option is, in its order, SEBI noted that NAC's use for the tick-by-tick server protocol had allowed certain high-frequency trading and traded, that is trading and traded, firm using exchange secondary server to receive important market data before other market participants, and who were thus put at disadvantage. So now we have to locate which will be the correct pair of the word independence and independent. क्या लग रहा है, क्या हो सकता है? Definitely first option. So it is an unfortunate that the reputation for independence, definitely independence, reputation of independence and even-handedness is starkly under question in this election. Independence. Second option, so guys, I hope it is clear to you. Glittering spelling, that is the correct spelling, GLITTER, glittering. And third is ensure. Why it will be ensure? Because it is not the insurance, it is ensure. The two former NAC chiefs have been ordered to pay back a part of their past salaries as punishment for their failure to ensure. That is A option. And in its order, SEBI noted that NSE should use to tick-by-tick server protocol has allowed high-frequency trading firm, not the traded firm, that will be trading firm, because here it is an adjective. So option will be A and A. That means answer will be C, because all option will be A. Let's move to question number 9. While it has not yet been proven decisively that the firms with a preference and preferential, our first word is preference and second word is preferential, access to data from the exchange managed to profit from such data, and episode raised serious question about market fairness. Second sentence, SEBI ruled that it did not find sufficient evidence to conclude that NAC committed fraudulent and fraud act, but was unequivocal in ruling that the exchange had failed to exercise the necessary due diligence in the ensure that it served as a fair marketplace. Third sentence is in order, SEBI noted that NACs used in tick-by-tick server protocol has allowed certain high-frequency trading firm using exchange secondary server to receive spelling important market data before other market participants, and who were thus put at disadvantage. And our fourth sentence is the fact that NAC opted switch on the new data transmission system which relays data to do market participants at the same time and prior to whistleblower complaint in 2015 may have worked in the NAC's favor. So which can be the correct option? That is our first option, so definitely preferential, because the firms which preferential access to data form the exchange, so it will be B, preferential. And second option, SEBI ruled that they did not find sufficient evidence to conclude that the NAC committed a fraudulent act, not a fraud act. That is a fraudulent act. Third option, again receive, it is clear to us, that is RECEIVE, that is spelling mistake, that is the correct spelling is RECEI, so it will be also A option. And last option will be relays, RELAYS, not relies. It is not a relies, it is relays, so therefore it will be also A. So our answer will be B AAA, that is option B. Let's move to question number 10. Despite and despite of the sizable fine. First word is despite and despite of. The sizable fine that is imposed of NAC and the SEBI verdict must surely come as a relief to the earning stock exchange. Second sentence is, while there is bound to be debate about magnitude of the fine, overall financial penalty and penalize is a welcome regulatory action. Third option, millions of investors choose to do their trading market platforms like NAC every year in that belief that the marketplace offers an equitable environment to carry their trades. And fourth option is, as a market regulator, SEBI must deal with the breaches and the supervisory brief of exchange exemplary, PLERY and PLARY manner to ensure that small investors retain confidence and fairness. So definitely despite of is a that is not the correct option. Despite the size, in spite of will be the correct option, but despite will be despite of is not the correct option. So our first option will be despite the sizable, so A will be the correct option. First sentence A. And second sentence, definitely, while there is a bound to debate about magnitude the fine, overall the financial penalty, that is A. And third option is also belief, because belief here is noun and belief is verb. Dhyan rakhna, belief is verb and belief is noun, so that will be belief. And definitely in our last sentence, exemplary, EXEMPLARY, so exemplary. So our answer will be D, that is A. So these are the 10 questions which is based on new pattern of SBI PO exams, and it is very simple. Just we need a little bit of grammatical terminology, and we need a thoroughly spellings and uses of word, confusing words. To solve this question you need spellings, first option. Second is you need grammatical terminology. So if you have sound knowledge of this topic, you can do easily and you can score at least 5 marks in SBI PO exams. Just you need practice, so keep your practice always, because practice makes a man perfect. That is the most important thing. And tomorrow again I will come and bring some different type of questions for SBI PO examination, and which will be very much helpful for you. And till then, goodbye, have a nice day.